everybody, my name is Sevn and welcome to Caking with Sevn. So today I have my amazing friend Cakes by Tamarra here. She's going to be my first guest on Caking with Sevn. Today I'm going to be interviewing her, asking her a few questions, and we're also going to be decorating the cake because I've always found caking to be very therapeutic for me. It started out that way, so I want to bring that to other people and spread the greatness, the calmness, and the happiness that I get from caking. So this is Tamarra, and she came all the way from Wisconsin.
Somewhere in Milwaukee.
I'm so excited to have her here, so we can go ahead and get started. We're gonna be using 3 cake layers. I have the flavor of brown butter cinnamon roll, a chocolate layer, and another brown butter cinnamon roll.
Nice.
So let's get started. So I'm just gonna be asking her some questions, and we're just gonna be vibing, okay? Y'all, this is the first video. You gonna get what you get, and I'm trying my best, and I'm nervous. So, how long have you been baking, Tamarra?
I've been baking for almost 8 years.
Dang.
6 years old. Damn. I'm sorry.
7.5.
Woo!
How long have you been baking? Do I get to ask questions too?
No.
I'm gonna ask them anyway. How long have you been baking?
I've been baking for 3.5 years. When I first started, I started out dipping strawberries and doing cupcakes.
Oh, too.
So I started doing that September 2020, and then I started with cakes in March 2021.
What made you want to do cakes?
What made you want to do cakes? Huh? What led you to cakes? Like, how did it all get started?
I was working at Walmart.
Mm-hmm. While were
Yeah, and I didn't know. I'm trying to be like you. I need a piping bag. I didn't know.
You want a piping bag? We got piping
You know
bags.
what? I'm finna wing it.
You sure we got piping
cooking
bags?
with 7, so I gotta not use.
We got piping bags.
But I don't even use these. I use the small ones. Like
We only
the
got
little
one small one. You want to
skinny,
switch?
skinny. You got the small?
Yeah.
What's small? That's not. I use smaller than that.
Oh, let me get you an even smaller one. Keep talking.
So I was working at Walmart, and then I kind of just got thrown into the cake decorating department.
They just picked you up and threw you?
Yep, literally.
You
Like,
should sue.
dropped me right on over there. And I liked it, so
Oh,
I
wait.
stayed
It's
over there.
bent.
Okay.
It's bent.
I stayed over there for a couple of months, and then I quit.
You quit Walmart. Why did you quit?
So I could just do.
You got so good, you was like, you can do this on your own?
I wasn't even good at that point. I still, when I look back, okay, this might be too small. When I look back, I still don't know how people was booking me when my cakes was looking, how they were looking.
Want to switch?
So, I'm gonna try. But I'm. And then, yeah, from there, I started making them at home. And it kind of just went from there.
Okay. When you were in Walmart baking, were you like doing the actual baking or were you cake decorating?
Walmart do not bake them cakes.
I thought y'all baked the cakes.
They be in the freezer for a long time, too.
Ooh. That's
So the next time y'all get a cake from a baker and she tell you that she baked it on Monday and you look at her sideways, when you get a cake from Walmart, they baked it like months ago.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And kept it in the freezer
6
for a year,
months.
and then gave it to you. Yes.
They be like, ooh, I could go to other places for cheaper.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So when it comes to baking, do you find it more therapeutic for you, or is it just like a hobby or an activity for you? I find it therapeutic because I started baking to cope with anxiety and depression.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned from a coping mechanism to literally my life career. Because I was into makeup and nails, and somehow I ended up in cakes. So it was more therapeutic for me. What is it for you?
I would say it used to be therapeutic.
I would say it used to be too.
I'm kind of it's not that for me no more, and that's kind of why I'm trying to.
Is it because we do it so much?
I think it's that, and also just dealing with like people.
The customer service side.
I
So would
don't
you
like
say
that.
if you had an assistant, things would be better or easier?
I don't even think. And I also feel like it's a lot of like doing cakes that I don't desire to do.
Like the themes?
And it kind of took the fun out of it for me. So
What things do you like to do?
I like to do big, like sculpted character cakes, like for kids.
A big dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that type of stuff. Like all the buttercream florals, or like the anything basic, like the edible images and all of that.
You don't like doing it too much?
And because I think I did so much of it, because of course people order it because they just want to go with like
what they see the norm.
Yeah, or that too. And so I just kind of lost. It's not fun for me no more. It's fun like when I get to do it on my own terms. So that's
like
that's what I'm
cakes?
stepping back into, doing it on my. You beating me.
It's not a competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
I'm
just doing a crumb code.
So yeah.
And actually, I think my cake is leaning a little bit. Let me move over. So since you said you said something that really got me thinking. So what is the goal that you have for your caking, overall caking in 2025? Because 2025 starts tomorrow.
You do.
Like we gotta clock in. When we wake up,
I'm clocking out. You gotta clock in.
What you mean you clocking out?
So
how do we get there?
I'm gonna be doing just like 2025 for me is looking more just like content cake. So stuff that I've been wanting to make for a long time.
What's gonna be your first, like one of your first 3 cakes you're gonna make?
I haven't figured that out yet. I've been wanting to do like a Grinch cake.
Y'all, I gotta insert. I'm inserting right here. She made my birthday cake this year. It's a pink G-Wagon and it's so cute. It's so neat and it was just so beautiful. I flew with it from Chicago. Well, first of all, I switched my whole birthday trip from Vegas to Chicago because I was like, I really want to get the cake in person, and also wanted to see Tamarra. So, y'all, she's such a good friend. She didn't fly. She drove all the way to Chicago from Wisconsin to bring me my birthday cake. That is so sweet. And it's just so loving. And it makes me cry. So let's keep talking before I cry. But as y'all can see on the screen, the cake is so beautiful. I love it. It's the best cake that I've ever had. I've never had a 3D cake. Like, it's the best looking cake ever. So what was we talking about?
The first thing
goals.
I want to do a Grinch cake, but Christmas is over, so like, can I still do that? That's been on my to-do list for a couple
My
years
thing
now.
is, how we know that today is the day before New Year's Eve?
Because you just said it 5 minutes ago.
No, like who decided like, oh, this is gonna be December 31st. So it don't matter if Christmas has passed by. You can just go ahead and do it. It don't matter. Make it a Valentine's Day thing.
The Grinch for Valentine's Day?
Yeah. The Grinch who stole your heart. Bam.
Bada bop boom pow.
The Grinch who stole your heart. I love that. Okay, so since we're going to be doing content cakes in 2025, is there anything that you enjoy doing outside of baking?
Outside of baking.
Besides being a mom.
I was going to say, that's all I have time
Because
for.
Tamarra's a mom.
That's really all I have time for. I'm going to be going back to school.
Okay, what are we? Do you want to share what you're going to school for?
I'm going to school for social work and human services.
Okay, what is that? Because I don't think I know exactly what it is.
Me either.
You just signed up for something and didn't know? Girl!
It sounded like something, you know.
You can't go off what it sounded
In
like,
the corporate
sis.
world. You know, I
Oh, you want to be a corporate baddie. So from baker to corporate baddie.
Yeah.
You know something I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to have, you know, like those. So like picture New York City, ultra high rise, corner office, fashion designer. I got a coffee runner, and I'm trying to secure this design deal like that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to experience something like that because you see it in movies and stuff. But the baker life chose me.
Well, you know, I like kids.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have a million of them.
How many babies do you have? I know, but the people don't know.
5.
She has 5 beautiful babies, and they're so amazing. One of your babies does cakes. Kaylee. Tell me about her.
So Kaylee's gonna be kind of taking over what I don't want to do anymore.
She's taking over the business.
Yeah.
At 10?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. She getting that money at 10. See, instead of at 10, listening to Justin Bieber, I should have been buying a house.
Or making a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead, I was trying to figure out when I could get the next pair of skinny jeans. No, wet seal was a thing.
Aeropostale.
Yes, Aeropostale, all that. I think it was past baby fat. You do that?
I wore that in like middle school.
Baby fat?
Baby
I wore it in elementary.
Yeah.
Ooh. What? Stop! You only 3 years older than me. Stop!
Oh,
Stop
man.
it.
That just made me feel old.
So she's going to be taking over some orders for herself, like your orders, or some you're going to do it to where like it's her orders.
So she's gonna have her own orders. I'm still gonna fulfill whatever orders that I have placed already. I don't want people to think I'm just throwing these cakes up on my finger roll. It smell like that. I'm still even gonna be doing like cakes for like my regular clients, just not for new clientele.
I mean, so we can see our crumb coated cakes. So we're gonna go put these in the freezer for about 10 minutes.
It look like
And 10 or 5?
5.
So 5 minutes, because 10 is too much. We're gonna put our cakes in the freezer for 5 minutes, and then we'll resume back to continue our interview. We are back, and our cakes are now crumb coated, and we're gonna hop back into what we were talking about. So, and we also color our buttercream. So I chose pink. What color did you choose? Yellow. So I chose pink because it's my favorite color, and you chose yellow
Because it's my favorite color.
Bam, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and start decorating. I don't have to teach Tamarra anything. She knows exactly what she's doing. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it. So when we left off before break, we were talking about your baby Kaylee and her baking. Tell me more about that.
She likes bacon. So I feel like I kind of try to limit what she does too, because I don't want her to get bored and burnt out like I did. So, y'all see her, but you don't see too much of her, because I don't want to make it not fun for her, like as she's decorating. So I try not to like force it on her.
So you said burnt out. You've been baking a total of 7 years?
Yep, almost 8. It'll be 8 in April.
Okay, so a couple of months. So when did you reach burnout? I want to dive into that because that plays a lot on the mental. And
I've been burnt out for some years.
I'm an advocate for mental health, and burnout is a lot. So with just baking, how did you know you were experiencing burnout, and when did you first experience burnout?
Like when I used to get up and like when I had orders to work on and I would dread doing it, I knew then. I was like, okay, like knowing that I had orders to do, it used to like make me anxious. Like it would cause anxiety knowing that I gotta get up and do certain stuff and have it completed and all of that. So once it was like I was no longer like excited to do like all of my orders, I was like, okay. And I did. I stepped back and I took a little bit of a break.
What's a little bit of a break?
Like for me, I was at one point I was doing like 12 cakes on just one weekend day. So just on a Saturday, I might have.
And your cake's not small.
Yeah, I might have like 12 cakes going out the door. That was just on a regular Saturday. And then I kind of slowed down, so I was doing maybe like 3 to 4 cakes for a Saturday, and maybe like 2 on a Sunday. And then
Sunday.
And then it became.
Why are
like,
you open up on Sundays? You're supposed to be Chick-fil-A. What is going on?
But then it turned into like 2 cakes for the entire week. Like I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's all about the balance.
Yeah.
No, y'all. So I was watching this TikTok a couple months ago, and this dude was like, he works in corporate America, and he really don't know how he got to the position he's in, but he just used a play on words to make himself sound smart. And every time in a meeting, he'll be like, it's all about balance. And the older man was like, yeah, he's right. But I've experienced burnout too. Normally when I pile myself up with a lot of things outside of cakes and within cakes, and I'm a person at like 4 a.m. I decide to uproot my life and just change everything
And do something you have no business doing.
Yeah, like I'm up at 4 a.m. researching how to become a dentist or something like that. Like, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start this new life.
We ain't gotta make this perfect, do we?
No, you can design however you want.
Just go off the floor.
I
Y'all
haven't
don't judge
even
me.
turned-
I swear my cakes don't look like
Oh, your
this on a
cakes
regular basis.
are gonna be on the screen. All right.
Just
And I haven't even used any hot water. I usually
yours
use
is
hot
smoother
water.
than mine. Look at mine. I got air bubbles. Okay.
Well, you know, it also can be the buttercream too. I whip this buttercream on high.
Okay.
So it's not choose the buttercream. Let's say that. But yeah. So how do you deal with your burnout? Besides stepping back and taking a break, is there something you do? Like you go read a book, you take a trip, you go shopping, do you cry? First thing I'm gonna do is cry.
It's about to sound crazy, but like I try to work myself a little more so that I just don't think about it. I just feel like I constantly gotta be doing something because then when I'm not doing something, it feel weird.
Because you're so used to
Because
doing
I'm so
things.
used to just being
So it's
on
like a
the
habit.
phone. Yeah. And that's why I said in order for me to like take the break that I know I need, I'm just gonna have to like stop taking orders altogether. Like I just gotta quit.
How long do you plan on doing that?
Hopefully forever.
No, you didn't. No, you not.
But it's not like, I think when I say that, people think that like I mean I'm done with cakes. That's not what I mean. I just mean like I want to do it on my own terms.
Okay, I like the idea of that. That's why I started my academy, the Cake Force Academy, so that I could have that as income, so I don't always have to stand in the kitchen. Because us always been in the kitchen on our feet. Because a lot of people think that us bakers, we just play in batter and we just play decorating cakes, and it's just all fun and games with us. No, it's stressful. Like people trust us with their special days. Like imagine being like the main part outside of somebody's getting outside of their dress and their photography, the cake. Like that's something that is a big deal. Their wedding cake. So it's a lot of pressure. And even birthday cakes, we're making memories. We're a part of people's memories. Like I'm sure there's a cake that somebody has had in their life. They're like, oh my gosh, I remember that one cake. So and for somebody to trust us with that, it's a lot on us. It's not just, oh, we're planting flour and sugar and colors and flowers. It's not just that.
They think it is though.
But
And I feel like if you think it's that easy, then just make one yourself.
why you don't make it yourself? And it's not even being funny or mean. That's literally like saying you reached out to me for a reason because you know I can do it and you trust me and you love my work. And we didn't get here overnight to doing what we can do. So, but how I cope with burnout, first I cry because I'm a crybaby. And then I pray. And lately I've been walking. So like I walk 2 to 3 miles per day. Sometimes one day I bumped it up to 4. I was so proud of that. But walking, praying, crying. Because sometimes you just gotta cry. Are you a crier? I've never seen you cry.
You're not gonna see me cry. I'll like smile and then like when I go somewhere.
Did you cry when you had your babies? Not out of pain, but out of happiness. Not out of pain. Because you can't help to cry when you're in pain.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really like, if I'm not gonna cry in front of nobody because I don't want nobody staring at me while
Oh
I'm doing
my gosh, you one of those.
It's like if it's a room full of people and
Did you cry at your wedding?
no.
Insert tomorrow's wedding pictures. Beauty and the Beast.
My wedding pictures. Everybody's seen my wedding pictures, and my wedding pictures went viral like a lot. Even like now, a week ago, people were still tagging me in my wedding pictures because they were still.
They're beautiful.
And it's like every time they go viral, someone's like, "Oh, she looks so unhappy," not knowing that like
that's just your face.
I just don't smile. Like
that's just her face. She's happy.
I'm working on it, so I smile a little bit more now. But like, I don't know. I'm just like really shy, and a lot of people don't know it because like they just look like, oh, you have this many followers, you can't be shy. Like
you can be shy.
I'm very shy. I don't like people staring at me. I don't like it.
You have social anxiety?
Yes, very, very, very.
I've never had social anxiety until COVID happened. When we stopped interacting with people, and now when I go in stores, I'm like, oh my gosh, people are looking at me. Oh my gosh, what if they say something?
And my husband talked about me so bad. He'd be like, why are you so scared of people? Like, I don't know. I just am, and I can't help it. I've been like that since I was a kid.
I'm gonna put my cake in the freezer.
I'm still over here.
So that I can do my sharp edges.
Figuring out what I'm doing.
I really admire how you get your edges without having to do what I do.
They ain't sharp though. It'll work though. For the video.
Oh wow. Okay, so that is a lot of information. I have another question coming at you. Okay. So if you could give any new bakers any advice, what would you want to tell them? Like give me 2 tips or like 2 things you want to tell a new baker. And I'll give 2 too. You go, I go, you go, I go.
Okay, I think the first tip,
That's pretty.
Is it?
Yes, and it's fluffy. So we doing vintage over here, and I'm doing glam.
I think that the first tip that I would give a new baker is like, everybody is not going to be your customer. So I feel like that's why I went wrong in the beginning. It's like
Trying to serve everybody.
I was trying to service everybody, and it's like then I got those clients that made me like not want to deal with.
I've had some clients that left me. I know they didn't leave you crying. They left me crying.
Yeah, and it's just like
People are mean.
and you can tell a problem customer from a mile
From
away.
the jump.
So if somebody
red
is giving
flags.
you those vibes, bruh, you ain't gotta take that money. And that was my thing.
All
It's
money
like,
ain't good money.
I just saw the money come in, and I'm like, okay, I'll just
Deal
do
with
it.
it.
Like it'll be over in a couple. Like don't do that.
Mm.
Only deal with the people that you want to deal with, because I feel like I'm dealing with problematic customers and that's not to say that I don't have like. I have more customers that don't give me problems than I do have customers that give me problems.
Well, that's good.
But those customers that
All
give
about
me
the
problems,
balance.
those customers that give me problems make me not just and I think
They
that's
make you
also,
not enjoy your job.
Yeah, and it's also tied to like my social anxiety. Like I'm not a confrontational person.
I'm a professional confrontational person.
I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm just gonna give you your money back and go on about my day.
Yeah.
And that's just that.
Yeah. So my tip would be, do not buy every single gadget or thing that you see. Like, don't go out buying all these sprinkles. And I'm talking about these rainbow sprinkles from Walmart. Non-perils, that's how you say it?
For real?
Whatever that. What she said. Don't go out buying every single color of food coloring. Don't go out buying all these different cake boards, cake stands, and just everything that you see, because you're not gonna use it all. Like when I first went out, I bought all of these what I thought were toppers, just a bunch of different stuff, and especially like holiday stuff. You don't need all of that because you're just gonna be accumulating things. Like in my
when it's time to throw it away, you'll be like, well, maybe,
and I have so
need
much,
it, and maybe turn into like you won't need it for like another 3 years.
exactly. If that. Why I have like a 10-piece dinosaur set that I'm not using? I don't even do dinosaur cakes. Need a dinosaur cake? Please contact me. I need to get rid of some stuff. But that would be my tip. So what's your last tip? And then I'll go. I'm gonna get my cake out the freeze.
Okay, last tip. Oh, last tip would be to stick to a schedule.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that when I first started out and I was doing like the 12 cakes on one weekend day, I was baking all of that stuff on Thursday. Like I was baking on Thursday,
doing it Friday,
decorating Friday and stuff. Like I was pulling. I remember one time, me and my friend, we stayed up 36 hours straight
36.
decorating. And that's when I was doing cakes and treats. So I was doing 2-tier, 3-tier cakes, and then they would have
a bunch of decor.
Just thinking about it is like crazy. They would order like I had a sale going where I was doing like a 2-tier cake.
Mine next tip about to eat her up. Suspect. Come on.
I was doing a 2-tier cake and 3 dozen treats, I believe,
for $2 and a raisin
for like $2.50 at one point. And I was doing 12 of these. You know, I thought I was making so much money back then. Losing out on sleep. Like I just thought I was doing the damn
at what
thing.
cost? That's what it's getting.
My sanity, apparently.
And it's not worth it.
Yes, it's not at all. So, yes, stick to a schedule. Don't think that you can bake 5 cakes and decorate them all between Thursday and Saturday. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible.
But you're going to be very...
We've all done it.
Yes.
Keep it limited.
Yes.
Make it a rare thing, a rare occurrence.
Yes. And can I do one more thing?
Yeah, come on.
If people are going to, like, inconvenience you in any way, if somebody is saying, I need a cake by tomorrow at 12 p.m. and it's 10 o'clock at night, charge them for the inconvenience. I feel like if it's going to cost you stuff, it should cost
sleep.
them. Yes.
You having to rearrange your schedule.
Because people don't understand, especially when you
and
have
we're not
kids,
talking about
you losing out
$10
on
fees.
family time and all of that. So, yeah. Charge your worth.
I agree. So my last tip would be, this is something that I want to work on too, since we were talking about goals earlier. Is consistency in 2025. I feel like I'm very consistent, but I'm not as consistent as I can be. And it's not always about the numbers. starting out. When you're starting out, just focus on consistency. Don't think about, oh, I need a viral reel, I need a viral cake, I need a viral design. No, just practice on your craft, work on it better, stay consistent, because if you keep doing something over and over, eventually you're gonna get better. And it's not about who's most popular, it's about who's been doing it for the longest, because somebody could be the most popular for 2 years and then stop being consistent, and then in 5 years nobody knows them. But if you keep going, people have no choice but to eventually see you. So consistency is the name of the game.
That's my problem. So I'm not consistent.
Are you not consistent with posting?
It's like with the content side of things, and I feel like once I started doing my content, everybody just expected me. I don't feel like I'm a content creator. I feel like, well, now I want to be. I want to be now, but I didn't feel like I just wanted to be a cake decorator. And so when I started with the content, I feel like I was kind of pressured into doing that more. And then that on top of cakes, I feel like it's also what kind
and then on top of your personal life too,
yeah, so,
your personal responsibilities at home.
Yeah, you don't have to do everything. Don't be like
You stretching that buttercream, girl.
I'm about to.
I'm amazed. You can use some of my pink. Is there any more left?
A little bit.
Okay, so you can color some yellow. All right. I love this. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many subscribers I got. I know it's under 200. So if you want to be a part of the Caking with Sevn family, consider subscribing. I'm really excited about that. What? But you're not conversational? Oh my goodness. Okay, next question. If you could master any skill overnight, what would it be? It could be anything. It could be flying.
If I could master any skill overnight, it would be getting dinner done in like 5 minutes.
What? Any skill?
Anything, because don't you hate it, or do you not like it when like you've been in the kitchen? Well, you don't have kids, but imagine like being in the kitchen for 12 hours a day, and then you sit down for 3 seconds, and then somebody's tapping you like, "Mom, what's for dinner?"
Imagine you having a breakdown, and they're like, Dairy Queen closes their 9.
Exactly. Like, can you open my juice box? Like,
oh my
it's
goodness.
crazy. So yeah, I feel like something that'll help me juggle motherhood and this at the same time. And I feel like somebody that can. I need a robot that can like cook dinner for me.
So just dinner. If I could master one skill overnight, it would be to not believe every thought that I have. Because I deal with like negative thinking, and I run with it and think like, oh my gosh, it's true. If like I walk in the store and nobody greets me, I'm like, nobody here likes me. Or like something like that. Just mastering my mind. Not believing every single thing I think. Like I could, like you said, we do so much, and at the end of the day, I'm like, I didn't do enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not working hard enough. Things like that. I would like to master my mind, not believe everything I think, and just be mentally overly stable in the terms of not believing everything that I think.
I put the food coloring.
Huh?
The food coloring.
What food? Oh, we gotta find the food coloring. Oh, I think I put it right here. Yep, in my handy dandy mug. Oh, fun fact. I got Tamarra drinking espressos now.
Yeah.
It's nasty, but it
It's
works.
very nasty, and I don't like it. I don't like
You don't like the taste.
the taste. I've
It's
never been a coffee
disgusting.
drinker. Like, never, ever, ever. Ever, 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 ever.
All right. So we're finishing up on our designs. I have a surprise that Tamarra doesn't know about that we're going to use to decorate. It's in my business name. What do you think it is? Big Cake Florist. Florist.
I don't do flowers.
You doing flowers today.
I'll work it out.
You doing some flowers today. So let me go grab the flowers and I'll be right back. We just got a letter. We just got some flowers. We just got some flowers. Guess what? You got yellow. Because I knew you like yellow. And I have pink. So, next question. If you could relive one day that you've already lived in your life, what would it be like if you could relive it?
See, now I have to.
I'm gonna prep your flowers for you. So I'm gonna put my cake in the fridge, and I'm gonna prep our flowers for us.
If I could relive one day, I don't know.
Think about it. It could be any day. It doesn't have to be a super significant day. It could be like, oh, you woke your kids up and they were so excited to see you.
Kids are never excited to see anybody waking them up in the morning, especially mine, because I wake them up at 5.
What at 5?
5:30 in the morning. I feel like with the schedule thing comes like in handy a lot with kids, because like I try to have a work schedule so that I'm not working,
even though we work for ourselves.
Yeah, so that I'm not working like once they get home from school, that I can like take a little bit of my day to focus on like family time. So I kind of clock in. I try to clock in like I would a job, so like 9 to 5. Once it's time to pick everybody up when I come home, I'm trying not to think about cakes or anything like that. So but I don't know if I could relive one day. What would I do?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Candy's gonna laugh about this, but it means a lot. It's so corny. Okay. So growing up, I wasn't the loner kid, but I also didn't have a lot of friends, and I used to get bullied a lot. So, oh, that is so cute. You really gonna get out of them flowers, huh? You can put one in the middle.
All right.
Okay. But one day in 6th grade we had a dance. And it was just so amazing. I felt seen, I felt heard. And it's just a great memory. And Swag Surf came on, right? You know, come on, I'm gonna insert music. Come on.
Man, I got this right.
Okay, like that. I love that song. It makes me so happy. So that came on, and you know, it was a big thing back in the day to be in the middle of the dance floor. Child, I got in the middle of the dance floor. Everybody was surrounding me. And it was like, go. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is, if that was not the peak of my life, if I haven't reached the peak of my life, it only gets better from here, because that was the best day ever. And I just felt like so included. The next day, we were talking about it. I do have sprinkles. I have white sugar pearls and gold sugar pearls.
Go.
Okay. I had to figure out where I am.
You okay, cute?
They're not big. I have big white ones.
That's cool. We're gonna work it out. Okay.
But yeah, that was like one day I would like to relive, because it was awesome, and there was no like real stress in life, because we were kids.
Man, I missed those.
Yeah,
days.
so like there's many perks. So it's not just the dance night. There was like not a lot of stress. Like the world was still messed up, but it wasn't as messed up. You know? Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Look how it is in that section. Looks so good. So did you think of a day?
No.
Tomorrow. Come on, think.
All right, let me think. If I could relive one day, you know, if I could relive one day, I would go back to my wedding day. I would have just had like a courthouse wedding.
Why?
Because
Hold on,
it's just
I hear a lot of people say that, because it is a wedding for you, like in terms of pictures and memories, but you're really paying for everybody else to witness your love.
Yeah.
That you already have without them there.
And so yeah, I would do that over, like just me and my husband and our kids.
Oh wow. Was your kids at your wedding?
No.
I hear a lot of people don't include their kids. Why? Oops.
See, kids don't sit still. And at the time, our babies was like babies, so they would have needed like our
car seat babies.
Yeah, and we was like, we went to Vegas, so traveling with kids is already like a lot, and that would have just been a lot to focus on. So we just decided like no kids. So
okay, and they was not old enough to ask questions and be like.
The older two was old enough they wanted to go, but like they didn't care about. Kaylee was like, I'm not putting on a dress. I don't want to wear it just like that. So, I mean, it wasn't like, yeah, I don't really think it bothered them too much. It was like 7 and 8 at the time, so. Not bad, not bad.
All right. Okay, so I'm done with my questions. Do you have any questions for me? Since you wanted to interview me.
I had to put Sev on a hot seat.
I'm in now. Oh, that's a good thing. When I start doing, okay, you can put me in a hot seat and ask me some questions.
Let me put you in a hot seat real quick.
It's burning. Hurry up.
Let me think.
It's hot.
Did we already ask what you plan on doing for 2025? What's your business plans?
My
What do you
business
plan on doing differently?
than I did this. Oh, that's a good question. I plan on being more consistent, more intentional, and not just posting to say, "Oh, I posted something," you know. More intentional with my posting, giving myself grace. Honestly, because I'm always like being so harsh on myself, and I do a lot. Like I work really hard. I do a lot, but in my mind, it's
never enough.
It's never enough. And this year, I'm gonna still work hard, but it will be enough because I know what I give out is really good work. I just wanna believe that.
You don't feel like you do good work?
I feel like I do good work. I just feel like it can always be better. It's like I'm always okay. So I've seen a thing lately where it's like, you feel like you're never doing enough because you're always raising the bar. Like it's
but
like
you should be doing that. You should always like want to.
But you can never enjoy what you reach if you like right when
you're
you
always
reach
thinking like I could be doing
what's
more.
the next thing?
Yeah,
What's the next thing? I feel like because of social media, we can never just enjoy what we do.
Right.
Like we ask to do a lot of we aim to do a lot of things or accomplish certain things, but it's like when we accomplish it, it's like what's next, what's the next big thing. Right. Like we never just sit in it, and like we're living and sitting in answer prayers right now. And a lot of times people can't enjoy that because we're always worried about the next thing. So that's something that I want to do is enjoy my wins, soak them in, live in it, and actually feel it instead of looking to see what's the next thing. So that's something that I want to do.
I think I owe you another jar of sprinkles.
You're fine. We are finishing up, you guys. So we're going to cue over to show you our cakes, and then we'll be back for the outro. First episode of Caking with Sevn. How was your time with me?
It was fun.
Yay! After the nerves died down. Because, honey, I was a little nervous.
Me too.
But I enjoyed. Let us know why you chose your design before we go.
Because it was easy.
No. You know, that's so hard to some people.
Really?
Yeah.
Piping is easy for me. What's hard for me is like the smooth buttercream.
But you got it smooth. With a metal bench scraper. She doesn't like metal bench scrapers. She likes acrylic. I like metal. So, obviously...
simple designs that I can do in 15 minutes.
And that doesn't look simple to some people. It looks really extravagant. I chose my design because it's pink, cute, and glamorous. And it looks like me. So, I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned for the next episode. Also... I'm fresh. I'm clean. I look good. I look like Bake. Okay. No. Because influencers like a lot of people with big numbers. Your girl ain't got big numbers. So you don't see
she
Nancy.
Don't have big numbers yet.
But the next guest, I might grab somebody from Walmart to do an episode because we're going to get this going. I'm grabbing Nancy from Starbucks. I'm grabbing Joe from the church. I'm grabbing everybody. So, Candy. Yeah. Lonnie. Everybody. So, if you want.
Really do.
Yeah, Lonnie and Kaylee. Yes. So, if you'd like to be on Caking with Sevn, email me. It's cakingwith7@gmail.com. And we'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye. And Happy New Year.